The wind outside howled like a tormented spirit, and rain pounded against the windows as I huddled in the dimly lit cabin. My name is Emily, and I'm compelled to share with you a freaky true horror story that has haunted my nights since that fateful evening. It all began when I decided to take a solo hiking trip to the secluded Blackwood Forest. Legends spoke of a haunted past, and locals warned of malevolent spirits that wandered the dense woods. Ignoring the ominous tales, I sought adventure and craved the thrill of the unknown. As I ventured deeper into the forest, a thick fog crept in, shrouding the trees in an eerie silence. My heart pounded with each step, the damp ground squishing beneath my boots. A sudden chill enveloped the air, and a whisper, soft as a breath, slithered through the trees. "Leave, Emily." Startled, I halted in my tracks. The voice echoed, a disembodied murmur that seemed to linger in the dense fog. I shrugged off the unease, convincing myself it was my imagination playing tricks. Determined to press on, I forged ahead, guided only by the dim glow of my flashlight. As the night deepened, the whispering intensified. Shadows danced along the trees, contorting into grotesque shapes that mocked my presence. Unease settled in the pit of my stomach, but I pushed forward, unable to shake the feeling of being watched. The trees began to close in, their branches forming skeletal fingers that reached for me. Panic clawed at my chest as the whispers transformed into sinister laughter. My flashlight flickered, casting long, twisted shadows that seemed to mock my desperate escape. In the heart of the forest, I stumbled upon an ancient graveyard obscured by the encroaching mist. Crumbling tombstones leaned at odd angles, and the air reeked of decay. A sudden cold gust extinguished my flickering flashlight, plunging me into darkness. The laughter ceased, replaced by a bone-chilling silence. I fumbled for my phone, the pale glow illuminating the eerie graveyard. In the dim light, I noticed a figure standing among the tombstones, a spectral silhouette draped in tattered rags. "Emily," the voice whispered again, colder than the wind that rustled through the graveyard. I recoiled, my breath caught in my throat. The figure beckoned, its hollow eyes fixed on mine. Dread consumed me, but an otherworldly compulsion drew me closer. The tombstones seemed to pulse with a sinister energy, casting ghastly shadows that danced along the ground. With every step, the whispers grew louder, filling my mind with unnerving secrets and forgotten regrets. The figure in the graveyard stretched out its bony hand, inviting me into the realm of the forgotten. I hesitated, my instincts warring with an irresistible force pulling me closer. As I touched the spectral hand, a surge of frigid energy coursed through me. The graveyard trembled, and the shadows morphed into grotesque creatures that slithered across the ground. The voices in my head became a cacophony of torment, each whisper a damning revelation from a tortured soul. I tried to pull away, but the spectral figure tightened its grip, draining the warmth from my very soul. The graveyard erupted in a crescendo of unearthly screams, and the mist coalesced into twisted forms that writhed in agony. I was trapped in a nightmare, a prisoner of the haunted Blackwood Forest. In the depths of despair, a guttural voice echoed through the chaos. "Emily, run!" A burst of strength surged within me, and I tore free from the spectral grip. The graveyard crumbled, the tortured souls dissipating into the fog. With every ounce of strength, I sprinted through the trees, the whispers fading into the distance. I emerged from the forest, gasping for breath. The wind and rain battered my exhausted body as I stumbled back into the safety of civilization. The horrors of that night remained etched in my memory, a testament to the malevolent forces that lurk in the darkest corners of reality. So, heed my warning. Should you ever find yourself drawn to the Blackwood Forest, remember the chilling whispers and the graveyard of lost souls. For in the heart of that haunted realm, shadows linger, and the past comes alive to claim the living.